planned this event, it was just a tremendous amount of fun calling people and saying, we'd love for you to come to town. When I talked with Jesse Ayers, everybody talks about email now.
Okay.
And we emailed, and Jesse was so kind to come and be a part of this. Some others have been part of this. Ken Langford was able to come. Ken, if you'll raise your hand right here. Ken is responsible for the circle building. Just a few regrets. Doug Howard asked that he be remembered to you, Doc. He could not leave that as his professional responsibility, principal percussionist to the Dallas Symphony. He had a concert to give, but he was one of Doc's students, as he was also one of Chet's students, Chet Hedgecock, who many of us, including Dr. Ayers, took from. John Ward also sent his remembrances. He was not able to come, but he told me one story. He pulled me out. I was in the room, and I have this sign in my office that says, please turn off your cell phone. Well, mine went off in the middle of an exam, and I thought this is not a good sign. So I got out of the room quickly. He said, Dr. Burkhart, this is John Ward. And I said, oh, this is going to be fun. So he sat there and told me a story about Jay, and it went like this. He said, years ago, he said, now we called Jay Julian. We never called each other first name. We said Julian. I said, Julian, I'm getting ready to go to San Francisco. Where should I eat? And as you all heard them talk about, and Dr. Johnson talk about, Dr. Julian always had a place for him to go. He called him back up. He says, I'm going to Miami. Where should I eat? Dr. Julian told him so. He said, I'm going to New York City. Where should I eat? Dr. Julian told him so. About a month later, he said, I'm going to Ann Arbor. Where should I eat? Silence. He said, don't go. It took me a while to go back in the room at that point, so I just said, this is so great. But John Ward said he just couldn't come this evening, but he wanted you to know that he was a part of this. And Bill Williams called me just yesterday and said he had a family event that came up. But of course, as you know, Bill is the voice of the Pride, what a part he has in our heritage and legacy. And you've heard him in this and also the celebration video that we did. Tonight, importantly, we're celebrating family. And as you've heard from Dr. Souza, what the Julian family means to him, you've heard from others what the Julian family means. And now we want to celebrate the Julian family in this room. If you say one thing about the University of Tennessee Band, is that once you're in the band, you're always a member of the family. I remember walking to the band about 3 years ago during band camp, and I saw Dr. Ryder talking to young members of the band. He said, just think, you are now part of the family. And that resonated with me as I sat there and I smelled that band room. I've been in that band room so many times. I started like many of you did in summer band camp. Even before we were members of the Pride, we could not wait to be a part of the Pride. When Mr. McDaniel asked me to be a part of the Pride, I was stunned because I thought I would kill to be in the Pride, and you're asking me. And I know many of us have felt the same way, and also will feel the same way tomorrow as we're marching down to the stadium, doing the circle around, thinking this is one of the greatest days of our life, and this is one of the greatest memories of our life. Betty Myers has taken these pictures that you see around this room. Some of them are from the archives of the University of Tennessee Band. Others are very current, and the ones that are current, Betty took. Tonight we're presenting a gift to Dr. Julian and his family that signifies the love, the dedication, and the sense of excellence and duty that you have, and that we have for you. Greg is going to help me unveil this, but if you look at this, this is a picture of the most precious thing that Dr. Julian has, and it's a picture of his family. It is taken in Neyland Stadium, and Doc, this is for you, from the Alumni Board at University of Tennessee, proud of the Southland Marching Band.
Cash, but this is
Well, we wanted to give you a gift to a restaurant, a gift certificate to a restaurant, but we realized you've eaten at all of them, so there's not any point in doing that. But Rob Clark was very helpful in saying, he doesn't have that picture. He's got a lot of pictures, but he doesn't have that picture. So if you'll take that home and hang it in a place of prominence, and think of us when you look at that, we would be most appreciative of that. We'd like to close this evening by asking you to stand and sing the alma mater.